Hey, what's up guys? Imran here, Monster Gadgets. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you might be. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy 4th of July for those of you that might be celebrating. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my most recent trip and how it was almost ruined. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Alright guys, welcome back. So before we dive into this video, I want to take just a minute to say thank you to all of you that have continuously supported me in my journey on my YouTube channel and the tremendous growth that we've had over the last year. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We just recently surpassed 1 million views. And while that might not be a lot for some of the bigger YouTubers and other people that are out there, for me, having 1 million views on my channel, or beyond 1 million views, it's just mind-boggling to think that over 1 million people have seen my videos one way or another. So thank you for your support. I greatly appreciate it. And I also want to say thanks to everyone that have used my referral code for buying their Teslas. It's helped me out tremendously by giving me 1,000 free miles of supercharging. And of course, if you use my link, you also get 1,000 miles of free supercharging. So if you're in the market for a Tesla, I'll go ahead and leave that in the description below. Please go ahead and use my code, or someone else's code for that matter, if you want to help somebody else out and yourself use somebody's code. All right, with that being said, let me go ahead and talk a little about what happened right before I took this trip. So by the time this video gets uploaded, I'll actually be back home. Right now I am visiting my parents in Michigan, and my dad just had back surgery, so that's why I came out here for a couple days to come see him. But the day before I was supposed to leave, I'm going to show you this clip because this was actually captured like right when it happened. So just understand that I was kind of in a shock when I found out what happened to my car. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip for you so you guys can see it actually happened like a minute before I started recording this. So some of the things I said in there, I was kind of like lost, like, wait, what do I do and how does this happen and why did it happen? So take it with a grain of salt, but here's a clip of me actually finding out what happened to my car.
So the oddest thing just happened. I was dropping my daughter off at daycare and all of a sudden my AC went full blast. My display became unresponsive and I basically had to do the restart by holding both of these scroll wheels down. And after the restart, now it's telling me that there is I guess, notes for the update, text message improvement, Trex version 2.0, Sentry mode improvement, and autopilots. I mean, I think these are all older. Media search improvement, media sources. You can now show or hide your preferred media sources in media player. Go to audio settings. Okay, I think that was already there before. I'm not sure what version this is. But also there's like this line here, and I originally had my battery showing as percentage and now it's showing up as miles. I'm not sure what's happening here. Earlier today, autopilot safety convenience feature unavailable. Maps is loading. Let's go to software. Software is up to date. Yeah, this is all like reset because I actually had this on advanced. I wonder if my profiles, yeah, my profile is gone too. I'm not sure how or why this thing reset, but my profile is gone and it looks like it did a full reset. Is my navigation address there? Yeah, nothing is there. Everything is gone. That is odd.
All right, now that you've seen that clip, my next steps were kind of in a panic mode, like, holy crap, I got to take my car on this trip. If my display's not working, my navigation's not working, autopilot's not going to work, what do I do? So I immediately did what most Tesla owners would probably do, is open up the app and try to schedule a service appointment. And the minute I did that, the next service appointment that was available was actually for Tuesday, which was after the holiday weekend, and that would have defeated the purpose because I needed my car to be fully functional for my trip. So then I called the Tesla service center and they were extremely helpful. And I guess this issue is a known issue by Tesla with this firmware that's currently on the Model 3s. So he told me that this is very common. They've actually had a number of people call in for the same reason, where it just randomly crashes and basically resets your whole computer. It's basically like you buying the car and taking delivery of it day one. There's nothing saved in the computer, but you got to go back and set all of your settings, your profiles, and everything like that. The one thing I will say the service center was extremely helpful in was saying that once you have the car connected to your Wi-Fi and you're at home, it should automatically load the maps for you. And if it doesn't, bring the car to the service center and they'll physically load the maps for you. He did also assure me that the car will still continue to function. It's not going to just randomly stop or not start. It's just a display issue or the computer issue where it just kind of freezes and does a full reset. So hopefully Tesla will come out with a quick fix for this via over-the-air updates. But as of right now, I guess this issue has been out for a couple months now, but this is the first time it's happened to me. And I really wasn't doing anything special on the computer. All I was doing was browsing the web, waiting to drop my daughter off at the daycare, and then it had just basically crashed. So if you're in a similar situation, don't freak out. Let the computer reset. Unfortunately, you will have to go back and change all your settings to what you originally had, your profile and everything. But once it's back up and running, it should not crash. Now, the funny thing is about this glitch, the service center told me that it should only crash once. So I don't know how that works. I mean, if it's a software, if it resets back to a certain setting, the way I look at it is unless it's updated, it can probably crash again. But supposedly, if it crashes multiple times, then there's a bigger issue and you absolutely need to let the service center know. Again, this is coming from the service center that I contacted. But if it's a one-time thing where it crashed one time or maybe two times, then you should be okay, because mine actually crashed twice. And the gentleman said, again, if it continues to happen, let him know and they'll take care of it. But once or twice, I guess that's normal. So luckily my trip was not ruined. My maps did load, and I did go ahead and set my profile to what I originally had, which was kind of, again, a lot to go through. You literally have to go and pick and choose all of your settings again, your driver profile, your autopilot settings, basically everything, your mirrors and all that fun stuff. So it's a bit of a hassle, but luckily my car is still functional and I was able to come out on this trip and come see my dad. And for those of you that might be wondering, he's doing well. He's back home, he's recovering. It'll take him a few weeks, but he should be in a much better position than he was previously. So that should be a good thing. Outside of that, I'm not going to get into a whole lot about this trip. You guys have seen my other two videos that I did, one myself camping out, and I think the second one was my kids that I did the trip out to Michigan. Pretty similar experience coming this time with the supercharging and things like that, except I will say the supercharging stations were a little bit more busier than I have seen in the past. That's primarily because of the 4th of July weekend. A lot of people are traveling, so they were a little bit more busy. Luckily, I didn't have to wait, but there were certainly more cars and at these stations than I've seen previously. But outside of that, my trip so far has been great. No other issues in the car, and I'm happy to say by the time this video is uploaded, I am back home, safe, and with a family. So, alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was a quick one, I understand, but I want to just make sure you guys are aware that this glitch does exist. If you have come across it, you know what it is, but if you haven't, don't freak out. There's going to be a fix via over-the-air update soon, and we just got to stick through it, and we'll be in a good position. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.